Hey everyone, if you're wondering whether this Skytech Gaming King 95 desktop is actually worth the money, you're in the right place. I've been running this exact build for a few weeks now, and I've got some real thoughts to share. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the specs are pretty impressive for the price. You're getting an AMD Ryzen 9 9900X 3D processor that can boost up to 5.5 GHz, paired with an AMD Radeon RX 9070 XT graphics card with 16 GB of GDDR6 memory. That's a solid combo for both gaming and productivity. I've been using it for gaming sessions and even some video editing, and it handles everything smoothly. The 2TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD is a nice touch too. Load times are basically instant, and I've got plenty of space for all my games and files. I want to dive a bit deeper into the performance I've seen with this system. For gaming, I've been playing a mix of modern titles like Cyberpunk 2077, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and some older games like Overwatch. The RX 9070 XT handles all of these with ease, and I've been able to max out the graphics settings without noticing any significant dips in frame rate. It's also been great for video editing, where I've been working with 4K footage and multiple layers of effects. The Ryzen 9 9900X 3D has been able to handle the workload with ease, and I've been able to export my projects quickly without any issues. The cooling system on this thing is something else. It comes with a 360mm ARGB AIO liquid cooler, and honestly, I was skeptical at first. But after pushing the system with some heavy workloads and long gaming sessions, the temps stay really low. I've been monitoring the temperatures, and even when I'm running demanding games or rendering videos, the CPU and GPU temps stay well within a safe range. The RGB lighting is a cool bonus, but the real win is the performance. No thermal throttling to worry about, even when I'm running the most demanding tasks. Another thing I appreciate is the 32 GB of DDR5 RAM running at 6000 MHz. That's overkill for most games right now, but it's great for future-proofing. I've had multiple Chrome tabs open, Discord running, and a game like Cyberpunk 2077 maxed out, and the system never skipped a beat. The RAM has been more than sufficient for my needs, and I've been able to multitask without any issues. I've also been using this system for some content creation, like streaming and video editing, and the RAM has been able to handle the workload without any issues. The 850W Gold PSU is also a nice inclusion. It's reliable and efficient, which is important for a high-end build like this. I've been monitoring the power consumption, and the system has been using less power than I expected, which is great for my electricity bill. The PSU has also been quiet and reliable, which is a must for any system. The connectivity options are solid too. It's got Wi-Fi built in, which is super convenient since I don't have to deal with Ethernet cables running everywhere. The HDMI output is handy if you're connecting to a monitor or TV, and the lack of bloatware means you're not stuck with a bunch of pre-installed junk slowing you down. Windows 11 runs clean out of the box, which is always a plus. I've been using this system for a few weeks now, and I haven't noticed any slowdowns or issues with the operating system. Now, I do have a couple of minor nitpicks. The case is pretty large, so if you're tight on desk space, you'll need to measure first. Also, the RGB lighting is nice, but it's not as customizable as some other systems I've used. It's not a deal breaker, but it's worth noting if you're particular about your lighting setup. And while the build quality is generally good, the case isn't as premium as some higher-end models out there. The materials feel solid, but it's not as polished as some other systems I've seen. I also want to talk about the value of this system. Considering the specs you're getting, I think this is a great value. The Ryzen 9 9900X 3D and RX 9070 XT are both high-end components, and the 2TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD is a nice touch. The 32 GB of DDR5 RAM and 850W Gold PSU are also great inclusions, and the Wi-Fi and Windows 11 make this a great out-of-the-box experience. When you consider the price, I think this system is a great option for anyone looking for a high-performance PC. In terms of upgrades, I think this system has a lot of potential. Overall though, this Skytech Gaming King 95 desktop is a fantastic choice if you're looking for a high-performance PC that can handle gaming, content creation, or just about anything else you throw at it. It's a great value for the specs you're getting, and it's been a reliable machine for me so far. If you're in the market for a new desktop and this sounds like it fits your needs, you can find all the details in the link below.